But the reason I'm making this video today is if somebody, one of you guys is in a situation that I'm in, I was going down the road, and this decided it was no longer going to be part of the bike. So you can see it scratched up there really good, and right there from where it was bouncing on the road, and right there, and just different spots of it, you know. Right there in the corner. But other than that, it still locks and works and everything. So what had happened is this railing right here actually broke right in the center, and it had actually slipped off of the rack and was bouncing down the road. So I lost my trunk while going anywhere between 20 to 30 miles an hour. And I don't have another slide like that that I could use. But what I do got, and I don't know if it's going to work or not, but when you're a redneck, you figure things out. An old metal license plate. And when I say old, it's from 72. And it expired in April of 1973. So it's a 1972 license plate. One of the metal ones, not the aluminum or whatever it is today. But I've actually got about 4 or 5 of them. See, these, they bend way too easy. Exactly what I was talking about. Not to no effort. Whereas these, let's see, that is a Florida license plate from '83. And this is from 1972. And it expired in May of '73. But I'm getting sidetracked. Anyway, the point is, take this plate. If you got a rack like mine, see how the holes line up there and right there. You may have to drill a hole in your trunk, put that bolt down in there, and then tap it on through each one of those holes, and that should work until you can get a slide. So we're going to see how that works. Now, in order to do that, you're going to need these, a plate, vice grips, and a Phillips screwdriver. So I'll be right back. Alright. So here's your screw. That's found on the inside of your trunk. It's going to go through your trunk, through your rack, and then through the plate, and put your bolt, tap it on. Now, first thing you're going to have to do is get this off of there. To do that, you're going to need your keys. Unlock your trunk. Put your Phillips head screwdriver
I think it's important
on the screw.
continue building the partnerships and collaboration within the community to help not only support those who are using but also to prevent drug usage in general.
Take your vice grips.
People we can get, whether it's the media, law enforcement, other partners.
Lock it onto the bolt,
Wayne County,
and then twist it off.
Heroin
I'll be right back.
To your children. Are you? Apple.
Okay. Sleeve is bothering me. So, it is going to work. I got the bolt right here. It's going up and into the trunk. You are going to have to drill a hole. If you want some back here, drill down and through the license plate itself. And then put your bolts in and tap it up, and it should hold it just fine. So, with that in mind, my drill battery decided to die. So I'm going to have to do something else. And try to get this done. So I will be right back in a little while. Alright, I'm back. Alright, here's my hole that I made. I didn't do it with my drill because the battery died. But with this being so rusty, a little bit rusty in the back, I marked it, took my C-clamp and pressed it in, flattened it really thin. And then I took my hammer and a nail and just punched right through it. Took a little bit of fighting, but it did go through. And then just took my needle nose pliers, since again I don't have a drill. Well, I got a drill, but can't use it, so might as well say I don't have one. I took my hammer and nail, punched through it. Gonna put this back on, line it up, see how aligned it is. I took my needle nose pliers and stuck the tip in there, started twisting it and making it a whole little bit bigger each time. So now I'm going to see if it lines up alright. As you can see, that fits perfectly through the hole. So, just gotta see if it's gonna line up or not. And if not, punch another hole, realign it. I'll be right back. Okay, so that did end up lining up perfectly right there and right there. Tighten up this bolt and that bolt, and it'll go back and forth a little bit, but it won't be doing that after I tighten up this bolt right there. It is right there. When I tighten up that, because it's got a little bit of space right there, but when I tighten that bolt up, that ain't gonna go nowhere. An old license plate, a couple bolts, nuts, you can make your own temporary bracket. I've got 2. If you want to drill a couple more holes, you could do all 4 and just go all the way around, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing anyway. But that would work perfectly. It is a little bit of a struggle to get them lined up, but I guess it just depends on how valuable that trunk space is to you. So for me, it's very valuable because I use it a lot. I go to and from the grocery store. I go to and from Walmart. So I like to have my trunk on there. So there you have it. You can get away using an old metal license plate. And I'm sure you could use the newer ones that's expired. But I don't know how good they would be. But that will work. Let me go tighten up the bolts. I'll be right back. There it is, YouTube. I'm moving the entire bike. It's clear that trunk ain't going nowhere anytime soon. That will buy you enough time to get those brackets and reinstall them. I don't know how good it would be for a permanent fix, but it is definitely a good temporary fix. I'm going to put my pliers up. Put my screwdriver up. This is a toolbox my wife bought me for my birthday. It's a nice 5-drawer. Got the opening up top. And then door at the bottom for my power tools. The trunk's locked. Moving the entire bike. That trunk ain't moving. That's a fix for you. You don't have to spend any money if you got one of those old license plates laying around, which I'm sure a lot of people probably do. Yeah, it looks a little goofy.
This is G101.
You can kind of see the plate sticking out right here from the tip. There, I can see it. Right here. But don't worry about it. You can always trim that off. You're gonna be able to see it right there. But hey, if you got your trunk and that thing ain't moving, I'm turning the bike around completely because I'm trying to budge that trunk. It's just not going. It's not going to. So that is a good fix. Something I just thought of right off the top of my head. But redneck being a redneck has its perks. It has its perks. Let me tell you. I fixed my trunk and I spent nothing. Not one penny. Didn't buy any bolts. Didn't buy any brackets. Didn't even have to buy a drill charger for the battery. Nothing. All from what was in my garage. Scrap piece of metal, some bolts. Perfect. Like brand new. Till next time, YouTube. Have a good day.